There's a meeting in my bedroom. Let me stop because my parents are gonna watch this and I don't need anybody to be telling them I was doing some sexual stuff and that's not the case, okay? Hey everyone, my name is Tyra and welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is actually my first video and I'm super excited to get started on YouTube. We're actually filming in my bedroom. I could hit those notes if I wasn't on camera. I'm a little camera shy. Yeah, I thought since this video is gonna be a get to know me video, why not shoot it in my bedroom? We're getting personal. Well, we're not getting personal because we're not too personal because I ain't ready for that. This is my first video, okay? We don't have to warm up. We want to get to know each other a little bit, okay? So without further ado, we're gonna dive right in. Now me not having the stuff ready. First question is, what is your name? So, my name is Tyra. But my name on here is tyrafm, and there's a reason for that. It's a lot of people think tyrafm means like a radio station. I guess that's very normal thinking. The FM is my last name initials. So I have two last names, and the F is the initial of the first last name, and then the M is the initial of the second last name. And so Tyrafm. Nothing cool going on here. Second question is, what is your birthday? My birthday is February 14th, 1997. I'm a February baby. I'm a big flirt. Word to Megan. What is your zodiac sign? I'm an Aquarius. Yes, that is me. An Aquarius. Period. And then my age. Y'all could do the math, right? I ain't give y'all my birth year. Okay, I'll just tell y'all. I'm being difficult. I'm 24. Another question is, how committed are you to the... First of all, oh. I'm gonna need my mouth to get it together. The next question is, how committed are you to the validity? It's getting weird. It's getting difficult. I can say that word. I can say that word. Like, I've said that word plenty of times. Why won't it come out? Validity. Yeah, period. Why won't it? Okay. The next question is, how committed are you to the validity of zodiac signs and traits? So I'm not very committed. Actually, I like retweet, repost stuff like when I see it and I'm like, yeah, like, but it's not just because it says my zodiac sign. It's like if it's said that without it saying Aquarius or anything like that, or like my moon or my rising. I want to see if I can guess those. But yeah, without my moon or my rising, I would still retweet it or repost it. So I'm not too committed. I'm not one of those people that are like having a conversation or like talking to one of my friends and like she's explaining, or they're explaining this person they're interested in, and I'm just like, they're a Scorpio, aren't they? I bet their moon is in Pisces. Like, no. I couldn't guess that stuff. It's not my expertise. Coffee break. What's the significance of butterflies for you? I don't know. I can't put that into words. As a lot of people who like follow me on Insta know, I've been going through like this internal transformation, I would say. Like, I've been really working on myself. It's really been a journey, a process to get to where I am today. And I feel like that butterfly that y'all see as my little logo, whatever you want to call it, that's me. That's what I am today. I like to consider myself a butterfly. I actually thought butterflies were champ. At one point in time, I did not care for them as far as like art or abstract goes or anything like that. Did not care for them. But sometime last year, I started to like butterflies. It just, I don't know, something clicked. And I was like, that butterfly emoji, that's my favorite emoji. Like, I love that emoji. Do you have any pets? Do I? Most of y'all, hopefully most of y'all know. I have a pet, yes. Minnie, my little fur baby. It's giving family portrait. I have one fur baby, her name is Minnie. She's actually camera shy. Actually, she's always camera shy, I'm not gonna lie. Minnie is a 4-year-old Shih Tzu. Okay, so my camera had died. Annoying. What is the story of Minnie's adoption? Not Minnie staring me in my face like, you better tell the story right. Girl, I'm gonna tell it. Give me 1 second. Minnie was actually a birthday present for my mom. From my dad and me. From my aunt, because my aunt sells Shih Tzu, she sells toy poodles, all of that good jazz. Stop that. Goodness gracious. These kids, I tell ya. I kept telling my mom that I'm going to take Minnie. Minnie is gonna live with me. I'm gonna have full custody. Like, I'm Minnie's favorite human. There's no reason why she shouldn't live with me. My mom put up no fight basically when I moved out. She's sad about it, but you know, she'll get over it. I'm gonna combine these two questions. The first one is, where did you grow up? And the second one is, where are you from and have you ever moved? So every time someone asks me where am I from, I'm like, do you want to know like where I was born, where I spent most of my childhood, or where I live now? I don't know what they be wanting. They be like, oh, like that's where you stay now? I'm like, you asked me where I was from. Like, I was born in Silver Spring, Maryland. I lived in Silver Spring, Maryland till I was about 10. Not even about 10, till I was 10. I moved to Hagerstown, Maryland, which is like Western Maryland. Yeah, I lived there up until it was time to, you know, go to college. Originally from Silver Spring and then moved to Hagerstown, Maryland. Big culture shock. There's no carryouts. And I'm like, okay, all right. No metro. It's like, okay, so how do we get from point A to point B? Because everything's not close together out there. And then where the black people at? Like, there was black people, but there just wasn't a lot. Yeah, there was barely any. In a lot of my classes, I was the only black person, especially if it was like an honors class, or like when I got into IB, I was the only black person, or there was like, I was one of 2, one of 3. I don't know, it kind of just throws you off because you go from being like surrounded by so many different types of people to being surrounded by mostly white people. Is, what kind of kid were you growing up? I moved right after I turned 10. Up until 10, I was very shy. I'm still pretty shy. Very like passive, I would say. Yeah, I was like, oh, we're moving. It's giving whole new Tyra. Okay, new location, new me. So when I moved, I was a little bit more, I guess you could say bold. I wasn't as nice, especially with there being so many white people trying you. And I remember this girl asking me, she was like, it's like, I heard that like black people use grease in their hair. Is it like car grease? Girl.
What?
Y'all, tell me. Y'all wouldn't have been rude too, because Stink needed to get told about herself, okay? I feel like I'm taking too long to answer these questions, and I don't like that. What is your favorite snack right now? If you know me, you know that popcorners is my favorite snack, okay? White cheddar. Those are bomb. Yes, ma'am. Would you rather go 10 years backwards or 10 years forward, and why? 10 years backward? I'd be 14. As much as I romanticize the past, 14, I don't want to be 14. We're gonna go 10 years forward. And we're gonna go 10 years forward because by then, I'm gonna have my man, my house, Minnie's gonna have kids, I'm gonna have kids. Like, baby, I want to see that.
I would like to see it.
Have you ever been in love? Baby, what is love? Can you define the word? It's like, nah. You know how you think you're in love, but you wasn't in love? You was in, not lust. I don't want to say lust. I was in Birdland, because what the fuck was I doing, okay? I've never been in love. I hope to be in love one day. I am in love with myself and Jesus though. If that's what you were referring to. I don't know if you were referring to something kind of relationship. What goal have you accomplished recently? Girl, I clean my room. Period. Are you an introvert or extrovert? I know everybody be saying this, but I am definitely an introvert. Like, I'm like, I have some introvert type tendencies, and then sometimes I'm really extroverted. It just all depends. Where did you go to school and how was your college experience? I went to school at the Towson University. You know, it was pretty mundane. Sorry, I had a great time. Not the workload so much, and sometimes, you know, there were some very chaotic things going on, but overall I'd rate it a 6.7 out of 10. I think when I look back on it, I mostly see like the good times. So like I mostly see a lot of my freshman year. My freshman year was a great year. Just like the good memories. You know, when you look back at the past, you kind of like romanticize it because you're mostly looking at all of the good stuff and you're missing that rather than seeing it as a collective and like the good and the bad. I don't know, when I look back at the past, I always see the good. Did you join a Greek org? If you're comfortable, you can state why you picked that org. And then the next question is why you pursued membership in Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, period. I did join a Greek org, as you already heard. I joined the illustrious Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Why did I choose Delta? There wasn't any options, honestly. That was the only choice. It really was no other option. It really came down to, actually it didn't really come down to just one thing. It's like as a collective, seeing the women of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, as well as seeing like what they have done, how many women from my sorority are so influential and have accomplished so much and have done so many things for society. I was just like, to be? I looked at the mission statement and I instantly fell in love. Y'all need to go check that mission statement out. You don't know what I'm talking about. What is an ideal date? Now me trying to go on a date. What is an ideal day to you? I wake up to see the sunrise. I love watching the sunrise. Wake up to see the sunrise and I am able to accomplish everything on my to-do list. That is my ideal day. Everything is done. I didn't have to like sacrifice something else to be able to accomplish everything. Everything was just effortlessly accomplished. What's a natural phenomenon that amazes you? Pangea. I just can't imagine like all of these continents being one thing. That's actually really crazy to me. Name 3 characteristics your friends would use to describe you. See, I meant to ask my friends before I did this so I could compare the two, but I forgot. They definitely would say I'm funny, because I am. Lovable, admirable. The baddest is like, no. If you're my friend, leave 3 characteristics at the bottom in the comments. We need to know. What are 3 words to describe yourself? Analytical, funny, and creative. Favorite food? I feel like I didn't answer that. My favorite food is pizza. Yes, pineapple does belong on pizza. And yes, we can fight. I love pizza so much. I can eat pizza all the time, all day. I love it. Put this light in because what it's not about to give is terrible lighting. It ain't got dark outside on me, so had to whip out the ring light. Okay. Top 3 pet peeves. Top 3. Somebody else asked me what my pet peeves were, so yeah, I'm gonna do the top 3. I think what's your biggest pet peeve? So I'm gonna do my top 3, and then the first one's gonna be my biggest. My biggest pet peeve, when someone says they're gonna do something and they don't do that thing. Yes, that is my biggest pet peeve. Especially like when you didn't ask them to do nothing, and they said, oh, like, hey, like, I'm gonna go take your car to the car wash. I didn't ask them. They said they were gonna do it, and then they don't do it. I hate that. Another pet peeve of mine would have to be flip-flops. The sound of flip-flops, especially when people aren't picking up their feet. Oh Oh, flip-flops. I hate flip-flops so much. When people tell me what to do or like give unsolicited advice, baby, if I wanted your advice, I would have asked you for it. Or I would have called into a radio station. I would ask them to, you know, give me some help. But if I didn't ask you and we're not friends, please don't give me your unsolicited advice. Thanks. That's my third one. Coffee or tea? Girl, this wasn't even planned, but that answers that question. I guess it doesn't. But y'all don't see no daggone tea bag. This is coffee, period. Okay? Okay. Are you nervous about sharing your life with everyone? So, yes. A little nervous. I'm a pretty private person. As of late, I've been sharing like more of my life with like my friends and like, you know, just different people around me because, you know, my journey can help someone else's. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna err on the side of caution when it comes to what I share on here, because I don't want no nonsense. Okay. What is your favorite song at the moment? My favorite song. That's so hard. So many good songs. Freestyle by Little Baby. That is my song. That is my favorite song. How would you describe your personality? I'd say I'm very sarcastic. It's giving very much dry humor. Most of the time I'm on joke time unless it's something we need to be serious about. So yeah, I think that's how I would describe it. I hope that was a good description. Favorite artist? My favorite artist, Megan Thee Stallion, J. Cole, Cardi B, Chloe Halle, Kehlani, Brent by Yes. Oh, everything Brent has made, I love. All of it. I wouldn't skip nothing. Giveon's voice is just so like, I love Giveon. Yes. Okay, those are some of my favorite. I might have missed some, but yeah, that's the gist. What's your favorite show? My favorite show of all time? Prison Break, period. Michael Schofield, how you doing? If you're watching this, I love you. The character that is, yes. Okay, top 3 favorite movies. Don't judge me. Shrek is definitely one of my favorite movies. The first one. I can quote that word for word, period. Shrek, Set It Off. I need this money.
I need that money.
The Mask. That was like my first ever favorite movie. I love that movie so much. Yes. So, favorite movies. Shrek, Set It Off, The Mask. What made you want to make a YouTube channel? So, I've been wanting to make a YouTube channel for like ever. Carmen, who is my best friend since the 6th grade. Love her. Carmen and I actually have a channel on, let me stop. But yeah. We were actually supposed to like continue uploading on our channel that we made probably like 9th grade of college. Why am I saying college? Of high school. But like we were living in 2 different parts of Maryland, so it was very hard to even get together. We didn't have cars. I love watching YouTube. I go to YouTube for everything when it comes to like hair tutorials, inspiration, everything, honestly. This person thought they were funny. One of these questions literally says, what's your body count? Sting. How long have you been natural? Going off of my declaration date, in the summer of this year, it would be 10 years. Yeah. 10 years, baby. Who inspired you to go natural? Nobody. I was looking at my hair and I was just like, you know how like when you have the new growth and it's like thick and then it goes thin? I said, oh, that's not cute. I don't like that at all. Have you ever relaxed your hair? I answered that. I was on that creamy crack. Yes, I was. I made it through, and so can you. What are your goals for this channel? Get more comfortable with YouTube because y'all like this is not comfortable right now. I want to be consistent with my videos and I want to put out things that I want to put out, but also that you all want to see. So if you ever have any suggestions, feel free to drop them in the comments at any time, because I'm always taking suggestions, okay? It's not like unsolicited advice, because I'm asking for the suggestions, you know? So this concludes my first YouTube video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. First of all, y'all being rude. Y'all know I'm filming for YouTube. Bye. See you next time.